Hi, this is Dave, and this is a review of the Hamilton Khaki mechanical watch. The retail price of this watch is about $395. If you get it from an authorized dealer, you can probably talk them down to maybe $350, $360. However, if you go on the internet, you can get it for around $280 or $290. There's one caveat though. This comes with a 2-year warranty, and if you buy it on the internet, the warranty's void because you didn't buy it from a authorized dealer, so that's something to keep in mind. This watch has a Swiss ETA movement. Hamilton is originally a US brand. They started by making some really nice pocket watches in the olden days. Later on, they made watches for US GIs during World War II. You may have seen some of them. They have green bands. They look pretty good, but not as good as the new khaki watch. Later on, this company was bought by the Swiss. Now everything of theirs is made in Switzerland instead of the United States. And the latest owner is the Swatch Group, who also owns Omega and a few other watch companies. They're a pretty big group. Uh, Question is, what do you get when you buy this besides just the watch? Well, you get a black cardboard box that says Hamilton on it. The inner contents of the cardboard box include an instruction manual that's written in more languages than are spoken in Walmart. There's also a warranty card in the back of the book. You also get a catalog so you can buy even more Hamilton watches if you wish. And there's also a little display thing for the watch that looks pretty cool. Let's take a look at the watch itself. The first thing I want to point out is that this watch has a sapphire crystal. Sapphire crystals are very scratch resistant because the hardness of sapphire is second only to a diamond. One thing you got to keep in mind though is that sapphires can be chipped though, so don't hit it with a hammer or do anything stupid with the watch. The dial on the watch is painted perfectly. I didn't see any blemishes or anything on it. It has hour markers and 24-hour markers because it's kind of a military S watch. The date on it is well centered. The crown has a Hamilton logo. In order to use the crown, you just wind it in the regular position, or if you want to set the date, you pull it out to the first position, and if you pull it out to the second position, you can set the time. There's very little resistance when you're moving the hands around and stuff, which is a sign of a decent movement. The case of the watch is just steel. It's got a little bit of weight to it, but it's not heavy or anything. The back of the watch is a screw-on back, and it has a lot of engravings on it, like a Hamilton engraving, says it's water resistant and so forth, and it's got a sapphire crystal. My favorite part of this watch, though, is the band. The band is canvas on the outside, and the inside is leather. It has stitching on it, which obviously they did a pretty good job with the stitching because I've owned this watch for about 6 months now, and none of the stitching is coming out, which is good. All the hardware on the band is metal, and one part of the band are the holes. Those are all reinforced with steel, which is a pretty nice touch and actually gives a kind of a little bit of a steampunk look to it that I like. The movement on this watch, well, it's not a Rolex movement or anything like that, but it is a ETA movement, and it does keep time well. I've had this watch for 6 months, and I haven't had a single issue with this keeping bad time, so that's a pretty good thing. And this is the least expensive watch that uses this particular ETA movement, so this is pretty good value, a lot of bang for the buck. What does this watch say about the owner? Well, one thing it says is you probably were in the military, or you like military related things like military history. You might be a camper, you might be a backpacker. I backpack with this watch quite a bit. It's light enough weight that it works well, and you don't have to worry about the battery dying on you while you're camping because it's a mechanical watch. Any kind of outdoor enthusiast would like this watch, or if you're a lunatic and you're worried about the end of the world and you call yourself an end of the world survivalist, you'll definitely like this watch because mechanical watches are not affected by EMP blasts, so if you're actually worried about that type of stuff, well, you're in luck. This watch will survive. A lot of people, when they see this watch, they kind of don't like the band because of the band's color. They don't know what kind of clothes they would wear with it. Well, I find that this watch looks great with khakis and a green shirt, or it just looks well with when you're wearing anything green or brown. Also looks really good with military fatigues. In summary, I think this is probably the best watch you can get for less than $400. If you like the way this watch looks, I recommend getting it because it is a good, durable watch. And I hope you like the review, and thanks a lot.